Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently being ambushed, and we're kind of winning pretty hard. So we're just going to take the Stalker up over here, and we're going to fire on the Cronus, I think. What are our hit odds? Yeah, our hit odds are pretty garbage. We're just going to take a pot shot at the Cronus here, just to put some pressure onto it psychologically. Like, I don't really expect much to come of this volley, but that'll be fine. We're just going to really lay the pressure onto the Cronus, I think. Although, these little guys are clustered together. We should probably be dropping artillery on them.
Got it.
There we go.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
I mean, sure, but they also can't take much damage. Okay, the Cattle Master fires on the Stealth, doesn't really do much. We can now move the Hunchy. And I mean, the Hunchy has just been in such a bad position from the very moment of the drop that all it can really do is a little bit of fire support sniping. I mean, that was more damage than I expected, to be sure. The Hunter fires on the Stealth as well. Does a smattering of damage.
Light damage, Commander.
That's not amazingly relevant. The AA tank closes in, the J. Edgar closes in. Okay, neither of them really do anything. We can come around behind the Cattle Master with the Stealth, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Or we can fire on the Cattle Master. This could be a kill. I would say this is likely a kill, but I've been saying that for several mechs that the Stealth has backstabbed, and it hasn't been. So we'll see.
Locking in all weapons.
Yeah, once again, that's a very similar sort of a result. We're getting a big damage spread there. That was really close to a kill, though.
They're getting the angle on me.
Yeah, you're fine. Not amazingly relevant there, really. You know what? Get the angle on him.
Roger that, Commander.
Pull back like this. Make sure to fire that narc on him. He has very little rear armor. Okay, he has been narked.
That hit something good.
Wait, did we expose his center? We did.
Yes, Commander.
That's pretty fascinating. We can't really hit it from this angle. It does bear noting that he does have an XL engine.
Engage.
Which is certainly interesting. Okay, that harasser did more damage than I expected it to. Okay, I was wondering if it was going to ace pilot out of there.
Good to go.
We're going to continue dropping artillery on this guy, I think. Our Stealth has the other two pretty well under control, realistically, so. That bumped him up to Stressed. That's fantastic.
Yep.
And this is pretty much the best we can do, is fire our large pulse laser over here.
Attacking from position.
Nice! 3 of 3 hits. He's now unsteady. Oh, and the autocannon finally decided to fire. Cattle Master moves up, attacks our Stealth. That's not very relevant. It's completely fine, actually. Hunter is going to do the same. That actually exposed our structure. I did not expect that. Structure exposure in this arm. We don't have anything in that arm, though, so that's not actually important. That hurt.
I got a heap of trouble here.
Okay, that's in the leg. We do have safe MG ammo there. I mean, it's safed, so that's something. Here's the idea. The Stealth jumps in. This is the left arm. I'm just checking hit arcs here. Hello? We could do something along the lines of this. And then we'd light up the Hunter rear arc. This, once again, could just one-shot the Hunter. And it didn't. Fair enough. That seems to be how this particular deployment is going. I want the Stalker to light up the Cronus again. If we can take out this torso, the Cronus goes down.
Locked and loaded. Here it comes.
And there it goes.
Do the math, Chief. One less target.
That is one Dunzo Cronus. Fantastic.
Confirm.
Okay, we're going to take the Vulcan in over this way. I'd love to sprint like this, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to light up the Hunter rear arc here. This is very, very likely to kill.
All wet. Go.
Fantastic.
Target down.
So all that's left, of course, now is this Cattle Master. We're going to drop artillery on it. Okay, very, very minor damage there. J. Edgar isn't going to do anything, obviously.
What do you need?
Punchy actually can get in a position where it can fire. I'm a little surprised by that. It may backstab the Vulcan here. That's just a risk we're going to have to take. Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, crap. Missed.
Okay, we'll see what the Bessie does here. A whole lot of nothing. Okay. That's fantastic. We can work with that.
Hard.
This is a guaranteed kill here. Finish him.
Hostile eliminated.
That's all of them, Commander. Good shooting.
Mission successful.
So that one should be some good salvage, unlike the last mission. 2 helicopters and a light mech. Ridiculous. Okay. So we got 340k out of, or 380k rather, out of that. That's not too bad. A little bit of internal damage, but that won't take long to repair at all. There are some Cronus parts here that I would be fascinated to get. We could priority salvage 3 Cronus parts. Actually, we could theoretically get 2 full mechs out of this. It would take some serious luck. Is that Engine Core 300 as well? Do we have an Engine Core 300? Let's see here. We do. Okay. So that would be just cash. I think we go for the Cronus. And maybe we get the Cronus, maybe we get the Shadowhawk as well. We do not get either. But we're at 4 out of 5 Cronus parts. We did get the Clan double heat sinks, that's nice. Ultralight gyro. We don't need small jump jets or a primitive cockpit. Half ton of MG ammo we'll probably take. ATM 6, I don't know. We'll keep it around, but I'm not hugely enthused by it. And we'll sell those flamers as well. Okay. Would have been nice to get the full Cronus. Sadly, we did not. And we didn't get any of the Shadowhawk parts. But now we're only 1 part away, so if we run into one of those Cronai again, we should have no problem getting it. So how much is it going to cost us to repair, Yang? Okay, 22,000, 5 days, do it. That's not too bad. The Vulcan and the Mongoose are still underway. I actually want you to prioritize the Mongoose. Prioritize like this. Excellent. Okay, so we're at 1.5 mil. We're not going to have our high-capacity power conduits for 20 days. So we may as well tick ahead a little bit here. Okay. So the mongoose is done. Financial report is in 2 days. We definitely want to run another mission before then. Let's check our mech warriors. It's been a few missions since we've checked to see if anybody can do any training. And actually, yeah, Devourer can.
Confirmed, Commander.
I'm your spit.
Waiting for orders.
Showboat can as well.
Mech warrior training complete.
Wonderful.
Commander. Standing by.
Time Lord 88 can grab Gunnery 7, which is a big deal. We'll have him do that.
What do you need?
Ulysses can as well.
Training confirmed, Commander.
That is absolutely enormous. Okay, that was worthwhile. Let's double check over here. The Vulcan still needs something. What do you need? To not spin is what you need. It's a very weird bug. But okay. So you just need to repair your foot. That'll take 0 C-bills and 0 days to replace the foot actuator. Okay. Done.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Yes, indeed it is. Okay, at this point we're pretty much ready to deploy. I do want to check the store here. I doubt there's a Cronus part, but that would be interesting if there was. There's a Phoenix Hawk part. No thank you. Okay, nothing to be seen there. That's fine. So what are we going to go after next? That's a blackout mission. I tend to avoid those. This battle has high pay and relatively low salvage. Interesting. We'll negotiate this. Costing 150. I think we leave it here. 2 priority salvage. Okay, and I think this is all fine. We're just going to deploy this real quick here. So this is a battle in the jungle, and we'll see how difficult it actually is. If it's anything like the last two, it won't be so bad. Like, I actually wouldn't mind it being like the one with the 2 helicopters and the mech. Right now, that would be kind of ideal in terms of timing to finish off this episode without having to start another one since you can't save the game in mission in RogueTech. But we need to destroy local government units. Commander, we're trying to safely transport our injured personnel to one of our facilities on Castrovia. Unfortunately, satellite surveillance has shown local government units operating in the region we're expecting to move our medical convoy through. We need a mercenary lance to sweep the area and eliminate any local government units. Think of this contract as a mission of mercy. I don't believe that mission of mercy line for a second, but there isn't anything here to be concerned about.
Command interface initiated.
This is the area where the local government units were spotted. Move forward until you make contact and clear them out. Good hunting, Commander.
Not a happy climate for battle, Max.
Okay, so we don't have any allies. They're in an interesting position, but we can approach it pretty easily. We're just going to stick to this cover for right now.
Moving out. Rolling.
And we're just going to move up as much as we can.
I'll do what I can.
Going to stick to this cover if we can. We can't necessarily because our mechs are kind of slow.
Got it.
I'm surprised we... Actually, no, I'm not surprised that we didn't see them there. Okay, we're going to make our way up over this direction then. And of course, our fire support mechs are going to lag behind, but that's fine. So I kind of want to attack them from this ridge, if at all possible.
Heading out. Roger that, Commander.
There's a contact. We see a helicopter. We see a hunchback. 1G. Heavy rifle and a medium rifle. That's less scary than a standard hunchback.
Heading out.
Okay.
I'm going.
The Panther is, honestly, going to drop artillery right here.
Firing everything I've got.
Kaboom. And she took some damage in the rear. That's what we like to see. Okay.
Let's do
The
this.
stealth can close in over here and get in LOS of this helicopter. And we're going to fire. These are streak SRMs, so that's fine. Those are guaranteed hits if they fire. We're going to take the Vulcan up here as well, and we're going to fire on the Ripper. Same arc. We're not firing the Narc here.
Copy that.
Okay. I didn't really expect hits there.
No love on that strike.
The Ripper closes in.
I'm receiving you.
We are going to close in with our Stalker here.
Blocking here.
And the Stalker is going to drop missiles on the Hunchy. Okay. Some damage there.
Waiting on you, Commander.
We're going to close in a little bit with our Panther.
Moving out.
Panther is also going to fire on the Hunchy. It's irrelevant to fire on a helicopter with artillery, so...
Got it.
Okay. More decent armor reduction there.
Yep.
The Hunchy is going to make its way right up over here. And then look to finish off the Ripper. Kaboom. So we know that's a quarter of the local government units.
Enemy
So there's at least 2 more out there, unless they have reinforcements, in which case there can be more. But we don't see them currently. The Hunchy moved over here. An interesting choice. Okay, so they've got missiles out there.
Do they think they can hurt me?
Ah, it's an LRM weapons carrier. That's fine.
Standing by.
So I want to take the stealth up over here.
Confirmed.
And we see the LRM weapons carrier. We also see another hunchback. Now, this is an AC-20 wielding hunchback. That's definitely a scarier hunchback. This is strong side on this Hunchy, but that's okay.
Yup.
We're going to close in with our Vulcan over here as well. Actually, I'm going to put the Vulcan up here. This is still side arc. This is skylined a little bit, but we'll fire the Narc here.
Accuracy. Volume of fire.
I don't think the Narc hit,
Waiting for orders.
which is sad.
Acknowledge.
Our Stalker is going to see about eliminating this weapons carrier if possible. That is not at all possible. Okay. This Hunchy it is.
Locking target.
That was a lot of damage.
Take that.
Okay. He closes in, fires his AC-20, but misses. That is very, very good for us that he missed.
Waiting for orders.
We're getting our Panther up over here. And we're going to start dropping artillery on the actually threatening Hunchy.
This should be good.
Okay. Because this Hunchy is not much of a threat at this point. Neither's the LRM carrier, realistically. Okay. LRM carrier moves over here, that's fine.
What do you
And now
need?
it's the Hunchy's move. Okay.
Roger.
Our Hunchy is going to sit up here and just fire large pulse laser pot shots at this guy. We'll take some armor off. Not ideal. I would have hoped to hit that torso where the AC-20 is, but it's fine.
Good to go.
Now with the stealth, do we go over this way and eliminate the weapons carrier? Do we come over here and go for this Hunchy? That would be weak side. And risk the AC-20. I think that's what we do. We're going to Vigilance here. Actually, this is strong side. Yeah, that would be. I thought of it wrong.
Firing all weapons.
Okay.
Think I hit something.
He's now unsteady, so that's nice.
Commander.
We're going to close in a little bit with our Stalker.
Onward.
33% versus 20% versus 20%. Okay.
Firing.
It's an engine core crit,
Ooh, that.
but it's not a dead Hunchy. But he panicked and he's getting knocked down. No ejection.
What are your orders, Skipper?
We're just going to jump over here.
Engage jump jet.
We're going to fire on him. No point in firing the Narc here. Let's see. This torso has Actually, we don't know what's in each torso. It's usually the right torso that's the dangerous one on a Hunchy.
Firing.
Okay.
That hit something good.
Yeah?
We're going to close in with our Hunchy here. I would like to continue hitting this guy, but hit odds just are not there. There we go. That Hunchy is now down.
That one's gone.
You need me to hold still for you?
And, yeah, you did get hit in the back. That's nice. We're going to continue dropping artillery on this Hunchy. That wasn't a great hit, though. Sad.
That's all you've got?
Does this guy close in here? That's the question. He absolutely does. And that's what I was hoping that he did. That was exactly the move I wanted him to make. He's now right where we want him, because we can just get in behind him with our stealth
Just running.
and light him up. He has really weak rear armor.
Alpha strike.
And there we go. That's exactly what we were looking for, the AC-20 ammo explosion. We're going to bring the Vulcan over here,
Affirmative, Commander.
and we're going to look to narc this guy.
All weapons. Go.
Okay. He is indeed narked, and his hover propulsion has been destroyed.
I'm here.
He's pretty donezo, honestly. There we go. That, once again, ended up being pretty easy. Fantastic.
Successful.
That's pretty much exactly what we were looking for out of that, by the way. I just can't believe he stepped forward like that. I mean, sure, the temptation is there with the AC-20 to close into brawling range, right? But, I mean, we were so prepared for it. We were in cover, we were vigilanced, we had 3 evasive pips. What did he expect? Realistically. 560, or 580k, actually. That's twice in the same episode I've messed that up. Okay. There are these hunchback parts. I don't think we really care about that. There are these engine cores. That would be cold hard cash, realistically. We could grab, say, a single hunchback part, and then the engine core 80. Okay, and we got the hunchback 5N part as well. Could have been better, but it could have been worse, I suppose. We don't need these primitives, we don't need the standard heatsink cooling, we don't need the standard fusion engine. Do we need this medium laser? No. Okay. Sounds good. So that probably means that we're not going to have too much in terms of repairs, and that mission pretty much single-handedly pays for our month tick, which is nice, to be sure. That was pretty solid pay, considering what we went up against. I mean, we could have taken so much more damage if they had reversed their hunchies, right? If the front hunchy had been the AC-20 hunchy and the back hunchy had been the rifle hunchy, that could have been a lot worse. Do it. 4605? Allegedly 2 days, but it's not going to take 2 days. It's going to take 1 day.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Technically, we could deploy again before the
Always good to see you in
financial report. But I don't think we have the mech warriors. Actually, we could just deploy a fatigued mech warrior in the Panther, in theory.
training complete.
Ready to rock.
That's a possibility.
Mech warrior training complete.
Standing by. Waiting for orders.
Good to go.
Standing by.
Yeah, we could, in theory, do that.
Order. Good to go.
And that's probably what we're going to do. We might as well, as long as we've got a halfway decent mission, you know? Like, I mean, this is a base destruction mission. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll probably do that. However, that is something that will happen next episode. For now, I'm going to put a cut in here, and you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.